Well, what have we got here? Welcome back to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video here. And the reason I'm starting this out a little differently is, as you can see, 8 p.m. 8 p.m. my time? I mean, they never do reveals at 8 p.m. That's such a weird time for them. My time, at least currently, we usually get info about like 3 a.m. So when I say I was not expecting this right now, I was not expecting this right now. Now, I was expecting Yamcha's EZA. I'm really looking forward to what that could be. But I was genuinely so surprised that he was tweeted now. I wonder, are we gonna get the data download tonight and he's gonna like drop tonight or something? Because it's like, why is he being tweeted so early? I don't know. It seems kind of weird. So I mean, we'll see what happens. Maybe he could be like a surprise drop for tonight. But I feel like they should have just tweeted him out like last night. With Tien in that case, but I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna get jumping in here. Tien. Yamcha was pretty crazy when he came out. He gets like dodge based off supers. He didn't even have like defense on his raise before, so I'm hoping they add that. Now, unfortunately, Yamcha's releasing in a meta that has a lot of dodge canceling, but I mean, if they build him correctly, he could be good, at least, well, even great, amazing, in all the fights that can dodge. So, I mean, we'll have to see. But that being said, I mean, let's jump in. Obviously, we'll get to the sort of defensive calcs at the end. Oh, which, by the way, I did want to say here real quick. I'm actually going to reply. I haven't gotten around to doing it yet. I was going to do it. I was doing something earlier. I was gonna do it, like, roughly around right now. I was going to, I realized for Tien, I wasn't even thinking about it. On looking at his kit again, he really wants to be like swapped, I think, between like slot 1, slot 2, just to permanently always like have one of those buffs up, instead of having like the sort of filler turns, and that makes a lot more sense to me. So I'm going to like sort of reply to the post I made on like Twitter, with that. And I do think that actually might improve my opinion of him a little. I do think that's pretty valuable, pretty unique. So I'll reply to the on Twitter, my Twitter here, the sort of post I did earlier. Earlier today, I think, right? It was today that the TN came out, or yesterday, whatever day it was. And I'll throw those extra calcs in there. But that being said, let's jump in here. What do we got here, Yamcha? Alright, just, you already know his leader skill. He has the one extra key to the... I really hate that. Even if it was, like, 210, man, like, or even just, like, buff, like, the HP only. If they want to follow, like, the other Dokkan Fest, I mean... I don't know, it feels so weird. I feel like they could have at least done like 220 HP and kept the stats at 200, given the one extra key or something. I really don't like how they have done nothing with that leader skill. Alright, activates the entrance animation when there's another Earthbred Fighters category ally upon the team upon the character's entry. Chance of evading enemy attack 20% for 1 turn. Key 3 attack and defense 200% up for 5 turns. Basic effects. Key 3 attack and defense 200%. So for the first 5 turns, Safari is 400%. Pretty good start. High chance of performing a critical hit. High chance of evading enemy attack. Launch an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack. Randomly changes key spheres of a certain type, INT excluded, to rainbow key spheres. For every rainbow key sphere obtained, 40% defense, and chance of evading enemy attack 10% before attacking, but Ooh. That's actually such a crazy buff on him. Because he already has a 50% built in. Now, it was already, like in the past, it was still 50%. They didn't change that. I don't blame them, because he did get dodge from super. So let's see if he still has that. But I mean, he probably does. So he's gonna have a lot of dodge. For every attack performed, attack and defense 40% up to 200%. Chance of performing critical hit 10% up to 50%. After evading an attack, launch 2 additional attacks, each of which has a high chance of becoming a super attack within the turn. So yeah, he's meant as a sort of dodging slot 1. As the second or third attack in our turn, launch an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack. Okay. For every super attack performed, chance of evading enemy attack 10% up within the turn. What's our essay here? Greatly raised attack and defense 1 turn, immense damage, high chance of stunning. Oh yeah, he's pretty good. So I mean, you could get unlucky with the rainbow orb changing, but you know, just pointing this out, free rainbow orb changing unconditional. I mean, he needs them, but that's definitely really good. I'm pretty sure I did actually already pull him up. Nope, wrong thing. That's an addition, isn't it? Yeah, he didn't rainbow orb change before. Okay, well, yeah, that's a pretty crazy add-on there. Now, me personally, I've never been that much of a fan of this sort of ability right here. A lot of cards have this sort of thing. I mean, sure, he's building up phase 2, which is obviously better. You know, he's gonna look stronger overall after the build-up, but I don't know. I really don't like intros giving like stats like that just for you to lose them. I've always been not a big fan, especially because you're probably. I mean, let's see. You do your base super. How many can he do? You do this one. That's 2. 4. If you get your hated potential, that's 5. Now it is for every super attack performed. You know, there are 2 high chances. There is a great chance. There is your hidden potential, which, I mean, even if you proc it, that's a 50-50 of normal super. That being said, you know, if you succeed all of the RNG, you can get 5 supers in a turn, which, ding, 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 you know, 50% plus 50%, that's 100%. So essentially, if you get all 5 of your supers, he dodges everything. More likely you're gonna get like 3, 4, probably. And even then, I mean, that's 80-90% dodge. Like, that's going to be really good. So I mean, he's kind of basic, honestly. But I think they did him really well. I think this is a really cool thing. The Rainbow Key Sphere obtained. I actually really like this ability because he's getting the defense and the dodge, pers. So that's actually going to help him look a lot better, stat wise. But yeah, I mean, he's pretty basic. I don't. They didn't change his active, right? They never change actives. No, they didn't even give it a little sort of text window, so they definitely didn't. Yeah, so I hate that they just won't change it for whatever reason. It's so stubborn. But yeah, Yamcha, he looks pretty crazy. I mean, the thing is, you do need to get the Rainbow Key Spheres, 100%, because I mean, it's 2025. We're not running a character in slot 1 with 50% dodge. I suppose you could say his first turn he has 70%, actually. So, I mean, that gives you time to build up the stats if you do get caught. So, I mean, certainly he could get caught before he attacks, but I think even if he, like, fails to... Well, I don't want to go too hard on this. I was going to say, even if he fails to dodge, I think he might actually be alright, depending on how your luck goes. If he's getting a lot of those supers, because I mean, he does have, you know, the easy ATOR stats, of course, right? I mean, Oh, it's not gonna. Okay. It's covered by the leader skill. Uh, I mean, with the greatly raise on super though, and being able to super, let's say you get 4 supers, right? So you don't have to guarantee dodge. 4 supers plus the build up, and you say you get like 3 rainbow key spheres or something. You have your sort of like he's gonna look pretty good. So I'm actually really I think he's good. I'm going to cut away though. We're gonna get to doing the calcs here. I might even honestly, I might actually just slip in like doing the TN calcs real quick because I already have that like formula still in the table. So I might slip those in here too. Just as a little FYI, since I genuinely I was not thinking of that sort of interaction before. So I'll probably get that in here on the same later on, but I will have to see. Once again, I think this guy could be tonight. So I definitely want to get this done as quick as possible though. And also, on Gekishin it's tonight's the last night, so I definitely want to play the beta. Well, actually, 12:59 a.m. my time. So, there's only a few hours left. I definitely want to play more of that. But I'll cut away. We'll be back. All right. So we are back here. Now I'm just gonna try and go through this portion pretty quick. Yamcha has quite a bit of depth, as well as, like I did say, I did actually want to briefly go over TN here. Now, I do still have this sort of portion up here. I'll just stay on it for a moment if you need to pause or whatever, look at it. But essentially, I already thought he was pretty good. I really like him. And then I don't know how I missed it before, but I wasn't thinking of it, and then I I realized, oh wait, he's actually. I saw someone mention it. That's what it was, actually. I saw someone mention. I don't know who it was, but I saw someone mention. Uh, I'm really trying to think of who it was, but it's not. Maybe like Ziad or something. I'm not entirely sure, but maybe it was actually a reply to a post. Anyway, point being, I did actually see someone mention, slot interchanging. I was like, wait, what is. What's that about? So I did actually, reread, and I was like, oh, how did I miss this before? So, I mean, as you can see, I mean, this is actually a pretty big difference from up here. And it does actually provide. I mean, I wouldn't say like I mean, if a super still hits you when you're in slot 2-3, you're still dying. But what this really does for you is it gives you more attack while making the slot 1 a lot more defensive. As well as you're pretty much. I mean, there are certain scenarios where you're still going to be hit by and damaged by normals in slot 2-3, even with the build-up, or not the build-up, but even like in base without the slot 1 buff, like even as good as 1.5 whatever is, he doesn't have any damage reduction when he's just in base like that. Well, I don't know, not base, but when he doesn't have the buff up, I guess I should say. But when you have the buff up, I mean, you have a little bit of damage reduction, right? I mean, you're already 2.6 mil. He gets pretty crazy. So I really wanted to go over this real quick. But now we can get to Yamcha. All right, and then as for Yamcha down here, Yamcha is pretty good. Now I did think it was worth noting. I think Yamcha, he looks pretty damn good to me. Now, a little thing that I mean, he gets the 40% defense per rainbow orb, essentially, is what I'm trying to put into words here. So I wasn't really sure about exactly how I want to go about that, because I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I let me scroll down. This is already quite a bit of Calcs. I was not about to do 2, 3, 4, 5 different scenarios for the rainbow orbs. So I figured what I would do is just aim for the sort of like base line, at least what I would call like a good baseline for him. I mean, he's already changing rainbow orbs. You need rainbow orbs on him. He's meant as a slot 1. I do think that running him as a slot 1 as should be pretty good, but you do need more dodge than he has built in. I mean, he only has 50%. You do need a bit more. So, I mean, I figure running him in the great with the great chance. I mean, it's not perfect, but certainly, it should work out for the most part. So I figured 2 rainbow orbs is a good sort of middle ground between like getting just like 1, getting like 3. I mean, you can get 4, but not gonna happen most of the time. And then 5, it's like very, very rare scenarios it's actually gonna happen. So I didn't really. I figured just keeping at 2 would be a good middle ground. Now Yamcha. Nope, I did not mean to do that. Okay. Yamcha does build up pretty high. To say the least. I mean, this is Rainbow, to be fair. Uh, but getting up to damn near 5 mil defense on a character that can get 100% dodge. I mean, that's like goddamn. He can actually get pretty damn tanky. Now this is his sort of max actual baseline here. Even once we talk about full build up, because he can get his full build up on turn 1 as long as you get the 5 supers. But I mean the rest of these numbers obviously do change. So I mean even if you're not getting the good old 4, 5 whatever supers, I mean even getting like 3, it's not like perfect, but 80% dodge with 3.3, 3.5 mil defense. I mean that's still pretty good. And then we go down here. I did obviously want to calc without the intro being up. So this is no intro. And then, I mean, it obviously looks substantially worse. At this point, I mean, you're obviously, in most scenarios, as long as you're getting just bare minimum, like 2 supers, you should always be fine against normals. Realistically speaking, he's going to need the dodge for supers. When you're talking about like the 40% support here, and this once again, this 2 rainbow orbs. If you throw in another one, I mean you can see the difference 40% makes here from the 4th additional to no support. So I mean just imagine that with another rainbow orb. I mean you get like 3 rainbow orbs. I mean even with the 5, 5 supers, 2 rainbow orbs. I mean he can damn near tank supers just flat out raw. So he's really good. It's obviously going to be a lot of RNG. He has a design that could be pretty frustrating, but when things go your way, they are going to go your way in it's going to be like explosive. He's going to look insane. When they don't, he could look a little annoying, especially we are in a dodge cancel meta. That's could be kind of frustrating a lot of the time, but I do think he is going to be really good quite a lot of the time. Like if you're not gonna don't bring him into a fight as dodge canceling, but if you're bringing him into a fight that you can dodge, he should look like one of the like sort of all-star units of your run. Especially like running him in like battle hardened formidable foe. I think would be a pretty good way because you're always gonna have his intro up, and I mean obviously he's gonna dominate those fights. He'll still be good in like the red zones and everything, but that's where he's gonna really shine. But I think we can just about. Oh yeah, by the way, this is just shocking speed. Actually, I suppose I should note. He does actually have Turtle School, which that's 20% defense. So I mean, just think about that. Food for thought. This is without 20% in the link phase, which is obviously pretty huge. But there's not really anyone to link him with right now, so I didn't. I don't have it here. I do think it's possible, once again, that we get Kid Goku and like DKP later this year. So I mean, maybe that Kid Goku will have Turtle School, and maybe Yamcha's still good by that point. We'll have to see. But I really like him, and this isn't even quote unquote his peak, but it's what you're gonna see 99% of the time. So we can end this here though. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Take care.